Yep. Well, and you can keep the people out too, somewhat.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You can try.
Well, I ended up having to tell a couple of people that I put bear traps up here that I caught hunting. I was just really surprised, you know, and I found them up there, and they were surprised that I was surprised rather than angry that they were up on my land and they were hunting.
Yeah.
Until, you know, I told them that I thought everybody knew that there are bear traps out there. Then they understood my surprise, and it scared the shit out of me.
I bet it did.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yep.
Well, that's how you deal with poachers out here. You just put the word out, you get bear traps out.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Let everybody just kind of
No,
freak
you
out.
don't get a second chance.
You don't want your
Just
foot in
set
that.
Bear trap, that's it. It's game
Yep.
over.
You're losing a foot there.
Oh, by the time you get back to town, you're going to bleed out.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. That's awesome.
we got beaver up here.
Okay.
I've had to run them out quite a bit.
Well, we have rattlesnakes, except
We do
I've
not
never
have
seen one.
rattlesnakes.
I've never seen one at my place. You know what? Where I grew up, on this side, there weren't any rattlesnakes. But you get over close to the Coburg Hills, you know, outside of Eugene, we had rattlesnakes a lot over there.
Yeah, it's more rock. It's dry there.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is all new fence that went in the last couple of years. Now we're getting into the area that's unfenced, which is the larger part of the property.
Okay.
This is all planted. This is all western red cedar over here, and ponderosa pine and fir up above the road.
Okay.
Well, I just manually cleared this last year of all spot growth. The center part of the property, from
Okay.
one side to the other. I'm really proud of how much of a dent I was able to make.
Yeah.
And just so that I could prevent my trees from being shaded out. I wanted them to survive. So it's hard for them to survive when there's a drought. Well, the only thing you can do is to control the weeds.
Yep.
Because they compete for what little moisture there is. But if you don't get rid of your weeds, your trees aren't going to make it.
That's right.
It's not like it used to be when there was plenty of moisture for everybody, you know? Okay, this is the furthest spring away from everything else that's going on. This just dried up. It's wet, 8 or 9 months a year. There's a little pond of water. You can get stuck in here pretty easy,
Okay.
depending upon what time of year you try to get through here. But the spring's back up there in that hill, and all those trees is covered over, and there's a hole dug in the ground with a pipe coming out of it that I allowed the neighbor to tap into about 10 years ago because their water situation was horrible. They live across the street.
Okay.
They wanted to know if they could run some polybutyl, ranch water line
Yeah.
down through the culvert, down to their place.
Sure.
I said, sure. You want to do all the digging? I said, but you're going to have to put it down to 18 inches because I plan on doing a lot of work out there someday, and I don't want to have to, keep ripping your water line up because it's too shallow. If you're going to put a water line in, make sure it's good and deep.
Yeah.
Okay. So they did it. They put the water line in, and then they had a problem with it. I think it's from the trees uplifted it.
Oh, yeah. The roots will do that.
The tree roots. Well, you have a lot of trouble with that because you
Yeah.
get a lot of trees.
Yeah, a lot of
around it.
trees.
So they abandoned that after they accused me of deliberately disconnecting it, which they did not do. I told them that they'd be much better off to either have a well drilled or to find out a location for spring on their own property, but they weren't able to get out on their property and do
Sure.
an investigation and develop their resources. So finally, they ended up hiring a guy to come in and drill them a well, rather than to find out why this one stopped working. But this one, they used it for 8 years without any problem at all. There was plenty of water.
Wow.
I didn't charge them for it.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you've got,
Well, they wanted to know
when
how
you
much
try to
they
help
sell
somebody.
They wanted to buy water rights from me. All the people around here want to buy water rights. I have the water. Nobody else has good water.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yep.
Okay, well,
I get it.
I was told that all these springs belong to the people up hill over here, which is Hathaway. This is a logging ranch family out of Staten and
Okay.
Lynn County.
Okay. And what's her name?
Hathaway.
Okay.
So I was told that all the springs originated on this side of the property line, which is where we're at right now. We're on the back part.
So this is your line
Northeast
right
corner.
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes across there. We own a little triangle of property right here.
Yeah.
That's our fence.
With that post there?
Little unit of railroad ties and stuff.
So it corners right here.
No, it goes all the way up to the road, which is about 100 feet.
Okay.
150 feet from here.
That is the weirdest property line I've ever seen here.
Well, it is. Well, there's an easement for Pathway so that they can come up
Sure.
here and maintain their timberland. And they just put it in a brand new road. This is a beautiful road compared to what it was. It was just
Yeah, it's
gully,
nice
the
looking.
rain and washed out. And we couldn't get anything up and down here without it getting stuck. So they rebuilt this road and logged it a few years ago. They're done. You'll never see anybody else in here.
Yeah.
In your lifetime.
Right.
I put these posts to the gate in and I got a wire up here. And on one of my projects is to come up here and finish stringing this wire and put these gates in.
Sure.
I've got little, projects all over the place. Just getting up here to mow this road takes
Time.
hours.
Yeah.
To
I
get
can see
out
that.
here with any mowing equipment, get set up to do
Yep.
any work.
Yep. So you have a tractor and a mower and all that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, now I'll take you up into the back and the top. Probably should put it below. This is all planted in here. Still. Here's an example. You got cedars here,
Yep.
Western red cedars here. We get Western red
Yeah, I
cedars
see 'em.
rolling back over here.
You see that? Yep, I see him.
I mean, there's areas where they're visible and you can see them,
Yep.
but they're everywhere in through here that you can't see. They hide.
Yep. Oh, there's marsh grass right there too.
This is the other spring that I was telling you about. That's
Right here.
undeveloped. Yep.
Okay.
Never been tapped into, and it's always working on front. That's a Western red cedar. It could be a Port Orford maybe that we planted about 15 years ago, maybe 18 years ago. And it's, I don't know, about 12 feet high maybe.
Yeah.
And,
And then a little one here in front.
well, this was all cedar into here, and they died from the drought. And we have ones like that made it.
These are nice big ones.
These are pencil cedars.
Yep.
They were native.
Lots of poison oak.
Incense. Well, we make post, that's why I make post out of it. It's the incense cedar,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
which are cheap,
Yeah.
and it's better than putting a piece of fur or maple on the ground. I'll tell you that. Okay, this is the top.
Okay.
And here you're about 850 feet.
Oh, okay.
in elevation, and we get a little bit more snow up here, sometimes 6 inches more than what we get down at the house.
Okay. 8,800 feet. That's awesome.
Now this is where I stopped clearing Scottsboro.
Yep.
You can see.
Yeah, I see it.
I made a foray, and I stopped there, and I stopped here. But this is how it gets, and I have to really commit myself to getting out here at 5 in the morning. You know,
Yeah.
and doing this for 2 or 3 hours while I'm still fresh and I'm positive before I get disgusted. You know, it's
Yeah.
just a thankless task. Now, the other thing we got going on up here is we've cleared this whole property line here in the back and got it ready for fencing. You can see there's a little
Yep.
notch through here. You know, I went in through here and I cleared all this brush so that we can finish doing the fencing in the back part of the line, too. So, that's one of the projects that just about the last real serious piece of fence I got to put up.
Okay.
Is right here.
Along the backside.
That's it. I got about 2,000 feet of fence left right here to do.
Wow.
Okay, now this has all been planted with Ponderosa. Let me see if I can find. Okay, here's some Pondies right here.
Yeah, I'm seeing some little stuff over here too.
There's Well, there's a Pondy here. There's one right here.
Yep.
I mean, you chop the weeds away. This is one of the things that I like about the Ponderosas is they'll tolerate more shade cover with the berry vines and alders and stuff than the other tree species. Fir will tolerate any shade. You know, the fungus will get right to it.
Yep.
The Ponderosas are much more fungus
Resistant. Yep. Do you get the borer beetles down here? Over here?
Well, we get the borer beetles in the stressed and diseased
Yeah.
and drought trees, anything that's got Swedish gas on it. I mean, there's a bunch of indications.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you know about trees and
Yeah, a little.
disease and water. And,
Yeah.
so I've learned a lot. You don't believe how many trees I've killed since I've been out here.
Yep. I'll show you some pictures when we get back. We've got greenhouses in our place. We've got a farm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this to me, this is a real tree farm. I love trees. I hate shit about trees.
Yep.
I always have since I was a little kid, you know.
Yep. Their grandpa had a Christmas tree farm. We had a lot of fun when I was young.
Let's see.
See, these are fruit trees out here. You can see those.
This is a pet cemetery
Aw.
over here. I mean, just about every part of the place has got an animal buried on it somewhere.
Well, that's normal on a farm.
The kids have got all their toys. And
Yeah. How old are
Well,
your
they come up
kids?
here and play. You know,
Yeah.
they just love this place.
How old are your kids?
5 and 2.
Oh my gosh.
I have a
And
set
you
of
just
twins.
retired?
I have a set of twins that are 5 and a little boy that's 2.
Wow. Good for you.
Well, I've been busy my whole life,
Yep.
and I don't know any other way than being busy. Busy. Yeah, I can take you over here on this side is
Yep.
the property line. This apple tree right here.
Yep, I see it. We went yesterday up the Alsea Falls
Yeah.
and did some mushroom picking. And I got some elderberries.
And you can see that this is all planted in through here, these little trees.
Uh-huh.
I just cleared all this out of Scottsville.
Wow.
You know, all by hand with loppers, the axe.
Hey, what
I
are,
don't use pesticides out here.
Jerry, what are these
Herbicides,
things back here that have the white berries on them? What are those?
Madrones?
The white berries?
Show me.
Okay. I'm very intrigued now. You see him out there? Right here. Right here. See the white berries?
I know what I'm looking.
Hang on here. I'll get a. Well, I sure don't. And I know a lot about food and berries and foraging.
These things?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. I don't know what they are.
I don't know either. I'm gonna go out and take a picture.
What I did discover about berries down here that I didn't know is that we got mulberry.
Yeah.
That's what attracts the bears.
Oh, yes, they do.
The bears remember where the mulberry bushes are considered rare. So we have a bunch of mulberries at the center of the property.
You
We
do?
have found bears sleeping, after they've eaten all the berries.
The bears are sleeping under the mulberry bush.
And then they run away,
Yeah. You ever been to Happy Camp, California?
No.
It's down there on the northern California coast and just south of Gold Beach area. You go inwards a little bit if you ever did any gold panning or anything. And the bears hang out at the city dump. And they sit there and they eat the spaghetti and the peaches and yeah, they love it. Yeah, I see the madrone. There's 2 madrone trees right there.
Well, I just spinned a bunch of them out over there, left those
How come?
in that little patch. Firewood.
Oh, okay.
And leaders, with snow again, we had a lot of them come almost down to the ground. They're growing
Yeah.
horizontally.
See, there's another madrone. You can see the red.
You guys see this little tree in front of us right there?
Yep, I see it. Little fir tree.
Everything in here is planted just like that.
Yeah, I see another little fir over there too.
Yes, too. I'm kind of a little careful about where I'm driving in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a tree there. This is our biggest oak tree on the property. I'm real
This
partial.
one?
Yep. Real
Okay.
partial to this oak tree right here. And then we got cedars, red cedars, and fir. And
Is it just too high up for the oaks up here?
I don't know. But we have a few, but
Yeah.
not many.
Huh. Oaks are kind of normal down in this direction.
Well, it depends. Some,
If you think about down there by Rice Valley in that area,
well, you'll see nothing but stands of oak and stands of madrone.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
mixed species.
yeah.
No fir, it's much more consistent with what existed prior to, white settlement.
Yes. Yep. The homesteaders.
What they call it, oak savanna, which was the original, what they call it, ecosystem. Yes, I don't know if that's the right word. No, we make this round with the kids once a week. There's a whole bunch of different types of apple trees. There's the Golden Delicious over here.
Oh, nice.
And then you've got, I don't know what these are over here. And then these are red apples in here.
Oh yeah, I see them. Oh, those are just a nice little homestead apple, aren't they?
And well, you think that'll be the same crab apple? They're not.
No.
This is another Golden Delicious tree.
Yep.
So sometimes in the winter, this little area will fill up with water. and
Yeah, I can
creeks.
see why.
So we'll have a little
Ice
little
pond.
ice skate pond.
Yep.
in here. So there's a couple of trees that we planted in here that survived. Like one right here. A couple. See these guys, these little blondies?
Yep.
But everything else that we planted in here died because when it rains hard,
It's
the
too
winter
wet.
time we'll get a couple of feet of water in that little hole right
Yep.
there.
Be a little pond in there.
You know, we'll come up over the hill, you know, it'll be full of ducks.